everyone, my name is Fritz and Nothando. I'm from South Africa, but now I live in Austria. To my returning subbies, you already know that. Well, I hope you do. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please press that subscribe button and become part of this community. So the most frequently asked question is, how did we meet? Did we meet on dating sites, babe?
No, we didn't. We didn't use any social medias. We didn't use Tinder or something like that.
Dating sites.
Whatever.
But sorry to disappoint you guys. We didn't meet on the dating sites or whatever.
But the big question is, how can a mate meet a person, so a wonderful person like her, and she's 12,000 kilometers away? How is that possible?
Before that, Rose, baby.
Yes.
We're having a martini here. Are you going to tell them or should I tell them?
I would say, the first question is, how many private things am I allowed to say? To tell you?
Okay, I think some things are meant to be private, so you can just tell them 50%. 50 or 60%.
Okay, let's say 60%, okay? Yeah, of course, the past history is on me, yes. Because I have been in a relationship with a black woman. She was from Zimbabwe. And she told me a lot of very nice things and history about Africa and how the people are living there and so on. I was ignished for this country. I wanted to see Africa. I wanted to see the culture. I wanted to see the people. I wanted to talk to them. And I don't want it to be a typical tourist. But you know how it is. Something changed. But what is very important now to say is, it was always very interesting for me. It was also new for me because it was not here. It is not usual in a mixed couple to be in a mixed couple. Yes, to be in a mixed relationship. Mm-hmm. Yes, let's say that. And so we always, when we have been other mixed couples, we tried to know each other. Yes. And so one day we have been driving to Visegrad. Visegrad is a very important place because there you can make very cheap and very good and high quality nails and hairs and eyelashes and other things. It's a very
massages.
Nice and because it's not in Austria, it's in the south of Czechoslovakia. It's about 1 hour away from us. So we went there. And we have seen other mixed couple in an outlet center. And we went there, and I have known now this one man who was important in my story. Because then when we separated with my ex-girlfriend, I was alone. But I still have the feeling I wanted to Africa. It was one of my birthday wish to go there. But now I was alone. What should I do? So I told him I want to go to South Africa and how to do and what to do. And he said, "Hey, Fritz, don't be crazy. Don't do that alone. I know somebody. I give you the email address of her, and then you can talk to her. Maybe she has time and she can show you Cape Town and Durban and other nice places. She's a South African. She knows that." And I said, "Okay. Give me her email address. We'll see. Maybe it's possible." So
yeah, he then started. He emailed me, and then I was not sure at the beginning. I was not I didn't think it was real. I thought it was a scam. But I was like, okay. And even if I said I agreed to guide him, I made sure I'm with friends around me until I'm comfortable, So he emailed me, we talked, hey, there's a friend of mine, blah, blah, blah. He'd never been to South Africa. Do you have time? Is it possible to show him around? And if you are busy, please, can you get a guide for him? Then I'm like, oh, okay, sure. At that time, I was not working. I was only full-time in modeling. And if you know, modeling is only busy with weekends most of the time. So at that time, and we were not working, so I was like, oh sure, yeah, I can do it. Then he emailed me after a few days, and I think I responded after a week as well, because of the data situation or some sort of thing. I was in KZN at home, and I had a problem with network, something like that. Then when I got his message, then we talked, hey, hey, hi, I know a friend of mine. I'm like, oh, okay, well, okay. Then I started to interrogate him. Then before we moved to chats on WhatsApp.
Yeah, you've been on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
That was a big change, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a big change on to type on WhatsApp, because then we could start to send us pictures. For example, in real, we planned what we want to do on our trip. I wanted to see Cape Town, Durban, Joburg, Palito, Richards Bay, whatever, yes, Pretoria, for example. But, I had only 14 days time, so that was too less for to see all 14 days. I can see maybe 2 towns, not more.
And I had to put him ekats imfethu, ekats komashamplane, komje imfethu. Ah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Not only the suburb and the luxury places. Yes, of course, we went to Balito, we went to Mhlanga, we went to okay, Cape Town, Joburg,
And for
Pretoria.
you, it was always important that you can also combine it with friends.
Not all at the
Not
beginning.
all.
At the beginning, because I was not comfortable as well, so I had to
She
have
was not true
friends,
with me.
friends around. You know how it's like. You know how it's like. So with friends, my friends are beautiful. My friends are bubbly, are outspoken. So with them, it was more comfortable to all of us.
Okay. But when you type in the beginning, and you start to type a little bit more, for example, you start to ask, how are you? What are you doing? What have you done in the morning? Good morning.
Before you start the day,
When I made my lunch, I took pictures and sent her to her, and something like that. Small things. Yeah. So
guys,
we started.
if he says we started chatting. Literally, he will bomb me with the messages from the morning, from the beginning. Morning, how lale kanjani? Like maybe after 2 hours, it's another message. Before lunch, have you eaten? Oh my God, it was scary at the beginning. But I got used to it. And I'll check him soon. Okay.
Yeah. But after time, then you feel, if you don't hear this person, what you start to laugh, something is missing. I missed her. And I thought, what's going on? I just wanted to make a trip to South Africa, because South Africa, 12,000 kilometers away. What should I do with a love there, so far away? But no, I started to love her, just on typing, because we couldn't talk.
Yeah, we couldn't talk on the phone. At some point, we tried talking for like maybe 2 hours. We'll spend like 2 to 3 hours on the phone, but we couldn't understand each other nicely, because I didn't understand German as well, and his English was rusty.
Yeah. 30 years ago, I have learned English like physics or something like this. So it's just a little bit. So that's why, but texting, it was possible, because you can use a translator. But when you have to speak, that's something else.
That's different.
At the end,
within a month later, he decided to take a flight to South Africa.
Yeah. And that was the next really big adventure. Yeah, I booked the flight. We have planned our trip totally, but it was not so easy, because the whole trip stopped in Munich. So 2 hours ago, when I wanted to fly to the next airport, to the connection flight, my plane didn't take off. So what should I do? I came too late to Heathrow, and so the connection flight was away. That was all what they said. that's your bad luck, so I
Yeah.
have nothing to do. So I said, no, that cannot be possible. I was really upset, and I told them, no, I have to go to South Africa. There's no other way. So they took me to a bus and drove me around on the huge Heathrow airport, and they dropped me off on a plane from Virgin. So I went there to the checkpoint and said, hey, please, I have to go to South Africa, and your flight is the only one who is going now to South Africa. And they said, yeah, but you're booked on our company. You're booked in the British Airways, not on the Virgin. I said, please, because where's my love? And I want to see her. And they said, oh my God, he's really loving what he's doing. Hey, come on, you can fly with us. We will check that somehow. It doesn't matter what. So, and I say I had really good luck. So I got a really good place, and I was on the way to my love.
He didn't have clothes for the suitcases arrived after 2 days, so we had to go to Gateway, and he had to shop for clothes and toiletries.
Of course, you can imagine, for me that was all like a big craziness. Everyone, I told that what I want to do is craziness. But at the end, we rented a car, and because the South Africans are driving on the wrong side. We're not driving on
the wrong side. We're just driving on the opposite side of you guys, not the wrong side.
As a man, I want to drive, yes. But, the gear's on the wrong side, and not here.
And we ended up driving on the wrong direction.
But this crazy trip, I tell you, that is something you want to tell you in the next film.
But it was epic. It was crazy. It was epic. We went through the most. I took him to Katsi. It was beautiful. It was really, really, really amazing. But
don't forget
to press that notification button
subscribe.
So that YouTube reminds you, and subscribe.
Looking forward to seeing you.
Till next time.
Ciao.
On our next vlog, expect the unexpected, expect tea, expect chaotic, expect drama that occurred during our journey. If I can tell you guys that they even went to an extent that they said they had to get rid of me traditionally, and they even willing to pay some certain amount of money to get rid of me. Me! The whole me!